Well, I think that it's better to start the question, which is, what is the film not about?
What is the film not about?
I don't know.
And then I have a question for you. I think your perception, what you think it is about, is the truth of what it is. What it is up to you. Why we did it is a whole nother thing.
And can you tell us a bit about the inspiration behind the film?
Well, I had two ideas that were very opposite. So that was the first year of banging my head against the wall. And then I got a third idea, and then I had a triangle. And then suddenly there was a narrative that I could work with. And then the rest became building out of that what I wanted to see. And obviously, there were many things that I was attracted to, and not just one thing, but multiple things. So in a way, it was a very fulfilling experience.
And can you tell us a bit about your character?
Yeah. Private K. It's based, he's a discharged soldier, discharged GI. He is the alter ego of Nick Winding Refn. His story is pretty simple. He has one mission, and that's to find his daughter. And there's a lot of anguish, agony, and pain, and this containment he has, when he's fixing his suit or combing his hair, and he's inflicting this violence that I think is his violence and hope to people that are maybe not that good of people, to be with his daughter one more time. And in some way, shape, or form, I think the extent of what a father would go through for their daughter, he literally goes to hell to be with his daughter one more time. It's a very rich and imaginative place to think about. And me being a recent father, becoming a recent father, is something that I thought about. At the end of the film, when Private K sees his daughter for the first time, that was the first time on FaceTime. I was FaceTiming my wife. I heard my daughter's heartbeat.
Well,
So there's just something happening in this whole process, the making and the existing of this world that Nick created, that just informed and influenced and revealed itself. So yeah.
Nice. And can you tell us a bit about how did you find your cast?
well, I work with a casting duo in LA called Bright Daniels, and before I even had a script, I kind of spoke to them about wanting to look for, younger actresses for all the girl parts, and that was just a long casting process, more than a year of seeing people and meeting and stuff. And with Charles, it was a different experience because he came from me having seen Riverdale, and for a specific season that placed in the 50s, where Charles was very, very good and he looked amazing. And I was like, whatever he's doing, that's going to be Private K. So it was a reveal. You didn't find him. He kind of showed himself to me.
How come you're returning to film after making series?
Well, I think that cinema is still where I came from, but obviously I also think the collective experience is essential. And I think that COVID, even though it's some years ago, proved that we can't really function without each other. And I think that cinema brings all kinds of people together in the same room. So it's a sense of a democratic vantage point. And I think that's, with all the inequalities around the world that we're struggling with, art can maybe bring us all together collectively.
And can you tell us a bit about the set design? That is really cool.
Well, I like the artificiality, and I wanted to, I come from the bloodline of Hans Christian Andersen, so it was very much in my genes, but I I wanted the world to be built, and I wanted to be built with analog as much as possible. So it became like a set, like an opera.
And the film score is amazing. Can you tell us a bit about the music?
Well, Pino Donaggio, I've been using his music while we were filming as inspiration for everyone on set. And when the film was over, it was like, well, in a way it is an opera, so let me reach out to Pino. And Pino, I think, was in some kind of semi-retirement potentially. I mean, you may have to ask him, but he agreed to come in and score the film, and then that totally changed the film again. So it kept on evolving.